make it items over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with Sodi.
The folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another tote for Etienne. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with him. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Etienne up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he will have the Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From the 50, here's Fields. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, that's Watkins. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 551, 551, 11. Hey, 10.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. Down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Once again, it's Swift. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation,
touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Score Eagles 14, Jaguars 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Go.
Fields on first down. He completes it to Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
No mas, no mas. Tonight.
On play action, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
A handoff for Etienne. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. On the end around, here comes Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, son.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
On 1st down, Fields. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Chip slant. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Fields on 3rd down. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here we go.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Sit high.
A give running right, Etienne. And he will get this in the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Hey, Cam. Good night.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. Good.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with ETN. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far,
Here we go.
and it's cost them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. That one good for 24 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's a give to ETN. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 119 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go.
ETN with it, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now it's Fields. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Eagles, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. As the way it get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain, that's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My neighbor we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a deal and I got off the block. Took the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause I'm shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot it says you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z got the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bet in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are up, they had time to wait. Blocking I said I What you mean you don't know what I'm reppin'? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. Block and hit 'em like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen.
AOD channel.
AYD, that pipe 'em up, bro.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. Part of the reason they can't stop him. You don't know how I feel. Come from nothing, turn up quick. You don't know how I feel. Turn them losses into a whip. Yeah, treat the beat like 4 down. Going for the dub. I ain't playing with them. QB to the RB. Big 4 not serving hand to hand. Real name Jamal Chase. He the newest goal with the people saying. I'm still in the field. Ain't calling plays. Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't that can smoke. Kick it off, no, we tryna score. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in they camera phones. H-time, throw the city up. I finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket. Got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing after Lamborghini. We just barely get started. Ay, catch a play, I'm like Megatron. You don't know nobody that can guard it. You know nobody.
No problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game, I pray on lose. These chains on my neck keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold, I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on.
They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mop something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita play. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter
Like
break.
Mr. P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners. GMF, good money. New whip, 200. Soldiers with 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't
Yeah, I'll holler at y'all late tomorrow, man.
These problems gonna be problematic.